So we're talking about Santacon. We're back talking about Santa. Well, I was talking about Santacon. I don't know what the hell you're talking. I have no idea what
I just had. You know what? That's a story.
I don't know how you
in my
squeeze an
head.
abortion story in a.
Hey, let's not use the A word. It just feels so bad. We should just
The abortion didn't take.
mulligans.
This abortion didn't take. We have a kid working on an apple farm in Vermont.
No, and for the record, I would be very nice to my child if I ever had one. Unless it was an ugly girl.
Santacon.
Then I'd be mean.
Santacon is a bar crawl where, and I keep ranting and raving on the FM show about, listen, if you're going to Santacon, behave yourself. Don't puke on each other. No fisticuffs with other Santas because kids are watching this.
Again, this is New York City. You can't ask for that.
Key West is having theirs next week. But a lot of weird stuff happens during Christmas. Like we said, the Sugar Plum Fairy, the Frosty the Snowman got arrested in a parade because we're not sure if Frosty was supposed to be in a parade. Just because it's a Christmas parade, you can't put on a Frosty outfit and run into the street. You know what I'm saying? And then when they ask you to leave, you can't try to kick the cop's dog.
Oh, okay.
That's what happened.
Okay.
So now,
that's a problem.
Now, that is all. The holidays begin and the problems begin with Black Friday. That's where it all starts. All the weirdness starts.
Whoa, easy, Vinny.
But
easy.
I'm not talking about the hip hop night down at
Martin Luther King Day has been a very important day in this country's.
No, Black Friday started as the day after Thanksgiving became a big shopping day. And then it got bigger. And they put on the sales. And they started at noon. They started at 7 a.m. Yeah. Now Black Friday starts Thanksgiving night.
And now we have Cyber Monday, too.
Yeah, right. But the problem with this is it starts Thanksgiving night. So people are having midnight sales on Thanksgiving. Yeah. The problem is, in a lot of these towns, people are like, well, I could go in there and buy stuff, or I could wait in the parking lot at 3 in the morning and take the stuff that guy bought. And that's what's going on. And a lot is a rash of robberies. But besides that, the stuff that happens in the store, people getting trampled. Now, the biggest story, we had a story where a girl stabbed another girl with a Christmas ornament. I mean, it's crazy stuff going on. People lose their minds. Now, this one is this is the biggest story that came out of Black Friday, and it's still going on. A California woman who, she won't face felony charges. When it came out, what happened was there was a display with electronics. They opened the display, and it was a madhouse to get it. She pulled out pepper spray and sprayed a bunch of people. Yeah. Now, she turned herself in. Her name's Elizabeth
Really?
Matthews.
She got away with it? And she turned
she sprayed pepper spray, and all hell broke loose. I mean, nobody knew. Everybody went down. They're down. These things go down.
Everybody went down, and then there's one lady with an Xbox going, which
no, but she didn't have a gas mask, so I mean, So
she went down too.
So nobody knew anything would happen.
So she had no idea what pepper spray was, really. She just figured.
Well, she said it seems
this is a magical shield.
It
that
seems
will just not
that
hit me.
Yeah, well, it's my pepper spray. Why does it affect
That's
me?
why cops hate firing pepper spray because they know it's going to be like a day of their eyes throbbing, and they're the ones that are spraying.
I got a funny story real quick about two buddies of mine. One's not a cop anymore. The other one's a cop in a different city. They went to the police academy in Key West. I'm on the air. I get a phone call from them.
Dun, dun,
and they're
dun,
like, yeah, pretty much.
Music just starts.
Pretty much. They call me up and they're like, there's pepper spray everywhere. I can't see. I don't know I think there's a riot somewhere. And I'm on the air going, what's going on? And if somebody goes, no, those idiots, what you got to do in a police academy, you got to run through a course, and part of it, you got to run through pepper spray and then get your mask on while the pepper spray's there.
Yeah, yeah.
And then that's what why are you calling me, telling me you got pepper spray?
This summer in Montauk, in front of Pizza Village, I was there after, well after the spraying, not well after, a few, maybe half a minute after, you know what I mean? Right. So there's no active particles still being shot out, you know what I mean? Right. And for a few seconds, I was like, "Oh wow!" I had to turn around and walk right back. It's bad, man. Well, I couldn't imagine taking a direct hit from that.
She pepper sprayed people. She came in a few days later, turned herself in, and said, "Listen, I was protecting myself." So now it's like, okay, maybe they were attacking her for her stuff, So we don't know. She says shoppers attacked her two. Now it's coming out. Shoppers attacked her two teenage children as they try to obtain Xbox video game consoles.
I guessed with Xbox. I guessed with it.
At one point, her son was on the ground being punched by a man. Her daughter was also being punched and kicked.
According to them, or
according to the mother.
All right. Well, nobody saw this. No one saw.
Well, I'm reading it. I don't know. But no, it was. But it was. What would happen was this happened, and the pepper spray happened. So I don't think they actually got people's names and said
shenanigans.
Yeah, it was just shenanigans, and they didn't close the store. So in the other aisles were still shopping.
The woman's thinking, if I spray this and maybe walk through the crowd quick,
yeah,
I'll be fine and I'll get to all the deals like an idiot. And this is her story. Ugh.
Her and the kids left the store. Left the store. This is one guy who was coming up to my wife going, call an ambulance. The next day she turned herself into the police but declined to answer questions. So now she's trying to sue Walmart.
Well, of course, she's just grasping for anything here.
Well, you know what?
Everybody hates Walmart, and Walmart just hands out.
They're probably just going to give her the money.
Settle, yeah. Wait. The woman who sprayed?
Yeah, because she's saying she sprayed in self-defense because her kids got attacked at Walmart.
No, they're going to fight that because this totally sounds. I mean, this story is like a week and a half old, and like no one else saw it mentioned that there were little kids being beat up.
The best Christmas fight I saw so far was the Key West Christmas parade, and some of the, like I said, some were trucks and just playing music, but there was some elaborate ones, and one was a big Christmas-like type house, and being pulled on the truck, and the problem was they put the kids in the house, and there was no supervision.
What is the float?
It was a float, right? But they had a house on the bed. That was the float. But in the house, there were people dressed up. It was like a gingerbread house. So there were people dressed up, but there were kids. There's no adults. The adults were in the truck and walking alongside. So nobody's paying attention to what's going on in the truck. And you let a bunch of like 10, like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-year-old kids in the truck. And it was like a Royal Rumble. And it was a gingerbread man beating the hell out of an elf. Like he had the elf by his throat and just popping him. But what can you do? There's not like who am I going to call? I'm watching this from half a block away, and it's like
not a brutal fight where there's like blood involved or anything. But when little kids are engaged in a fight, it's just hysterical. Like I get mad when the mom comes in to break it up. 'Cause it's like let them go for another second. It's just harmless wrestling and shoving each other and just. I got a
lady.
I love little kid fighting.
I got a lady so mad at me at Kmart in Penn Station. You know how to have the Kmart where you could walk in Penn Station down there.
Astor Place.
And
is it Penn Station?
No, there's one in Penn Station. Yeah.
Not that
Place. Kmart. I know.
Astor Place.
There's one in Penn Station.
Oh, they connected the Kmart to the Penn Station.
Yeah, there's always been. That's been there for years.
I had no idea that you could get to that Kmart from Penn Station.
Yeah, just right.
Now
right
I want to know how.
You get off the LIRR.
Yeah.
LIRR.
Yes.
Make a left, and before you get to the A train or the tunnel, right on the right there, you're gonna.
What's like a little secret?
No, it's a storefront.
Like
it's
Fraggle
Kmart.
Rock, like
no, it's a storefront.
Hole I gotta crawl through.
It's a big.
Are you serious?
Opening. It's been there for years.
Oh my God! I just don't.
Don't
pay attention to life.
Weed.
I don't. I've walked down that corridor.
It's one of the biggest Kmart's in the country.
1,000 times. I know. I've been in that Kmart, but I've never entered it through Penn Station.
Well, you learn something new every day.
I guess.
Anyway, I digress. Well, you digress. I digress for you. I'm walking through.
I digest.
And this. I'm gonna get so drunk at the show tonight. There's a.
I think I am too because I'm not driving.
Yeah, we gotta wait.
Yeah.
Drunk Santa's coming.
Awesome.
I wish he was here right now. A kid, and it was last Christmas and the Christmas before. He has a big giant candy cane, and it was like an ornament or whatever. I think it's one of those things you could fill up with candy, but it was big for him. It was big, and a guy was walking towards the kid, and I'm thinking, in my head, when I was a kid, if I had that, I'd swing it at the guy. The kid was like 6. And sure enough, the guy comes walking. The mother's not paying attention. He takes a swing, right? This guy's nuts. Guy doubles over, more in shock, because you don't expect a kid to do that. And I'm like, nice. I screamed nice, because in my head I was thinking, oh, he should hit that guy. And he hit him, and I was just so happy by it. So it was like, bam, bam. He swings it. The guy goes down. The mother screams at the kid, and I'm like, nice. And she just looks at me like, really? That's... you're going to give him you're going to give him approval on this? You're going to...
Yeah, I actually think I did. As you were saying that, I was at a Pirate game one time, and I'm walking up the aisle, and I make a right, and this kid, I guess, was throwing a tantrum, and he was just going crazy, and I kind of got in his way of his tantrum. And he was like, I don't know, like I said, about like maybe 7 or 8, and he threw a punch, and it didn't hit my nuts, but it hit me like right next to like right here, like a questionable area.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so the parents got mortified. They're like, "What did you just do?" They started screaming at him. I'm like, "No, I'm okay. It's fine."
But you don't want to say, "Oh, that's fine."
No, it was a fun. Yeah, I'd be like, "Hey, he wasn't finished.
He could."